This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Holness warns against the schools charging exorbitant fees. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has declared that some school administrators are charging exorbitant fees for admission this new school year, adding this is having the effect of being exclusionary. He's adamant that these activities are threatening to shut out some of the most vulnerable and promising students, and that it will not be tolerated. The Prime Minister made that accusation during Friday's town hall meeting focusing on education, hosted by the Office of the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Education. He reiterated that under the no tuition policy, administrators should not exclude students for non-payment of these fees, especially since these schools are being funded by taxpayers.
There are some schools who are charging students, parents, exorbitant fees which are exclusionary. Every school in Jamaica, those that are government schools and those that are funded by the government, forms part of the country's public education offering. And public education up to high school is tuition free. No student must be denied access to a classroom because they are unable to meet the other costs of the school. How can we punish a child who, by virtue of their household income, is unable to meet the school fee of the school in which the state places them?
Education Minister Favour Williams also declared that some of the charges being levied are burdensome. She said while some fees may be justified, others appear questionable.
The invoices that our schools send to our parents to access taxpayer-supported education system are burdensome. We understand that if there are goods or services the students have to buy, we get the fact that you may have to buy a pin, a tie, or other things. But what we don't get is a father who works as a security guard getting an invoice, just a handwritten invoice for $67,000 without any explanation as to what that goes towards. And he was told that he must pay it by Monday. We cannot make the government-sponsored education so out of the reach of our children.
25-year-old man shot dead at a bar in Westmoreland. The bloodletting continues in Westmoreland, with the latest victim being a man who was shot and killed at a bar in New Hope, Little London on Friday night. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Shamar Hamilton, otherwise called Sassa, from Gully Lane Waterworks District in the parish. The police's corporate communications unit confirmed the incident with the news on Saturday morning. Police reports are that Hamilton was among a group of patrons at a Travelers Paradise bar when two men on a motorcycle stopped at the bar. A tussle then ensued between Hamilton and the two men, during which patrons were seen running out of the bar. Several loud explosions were then heard, and Hamilton was found in front of the bar, lying on his back in a pool of blood. He appeared to be suffering from gunshot wounds and lacerations to his head and upper body. Hamilton was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Murders up 7.4%. Murders in Jamaica have increased by 7.4% so far this year. That's according to information from the latest Jamaica Constabulary Force Periodic Crime Statistics Review, which covers the period January 1 to September 7. It shows that there have been 73 more murders for the period, with 1,055 recorded this year, compared to 982 for the same period in 2021. The St. James Police Division leads the murder count with 145 cases, a 33% increase compared to the 109 homicides reported in the division up to September 7 last year. Westmoreland with 103 homicides, St. Catherine North 101, St. Andrew South 100, and the St. Catherine South 87 round off the top 5 murderous police divisions of the 19 across the island. Trelawney has the highest percentage increase in murders nationally, with a 145.5% rise. This is just ahead of St. Mary, where homicides have shot up by 138.5%. Numerically, there were 27 murders committed in Trelawney up to September 7, compared with 11 for the corresponding period in 2021. In St. Mary, 13 murders were recorded last year, as opposed to 31 this year. Portland is the parish with the least murders this year. A total of 9 killings were recorded in contrast to the 14 reported last year. Meanwhile, the JCF's Serious Crimes Report showed that there was a 5.7% decrease in the number of shooting incidents as of Wednesday. There were 813 cases of shootings so far this year, compared to 862 for the same period last year. Likewise, declines have been recorded in cases of rape, with 278 reported up to September 7 this year, compared to 328 in the corresponding period last year, representing an overall reduction of 50 cases, or 15.2%. The JCF reported a 16.1% increase in robberies, 620 this year, compared to 534 in 2021, while the number of break-ins committed island-wide up to Wednesday increased by 41 cases, or 6.4%. Some 680 break-in incidents were reported so far this year, when compared to 639 recorded last year, the JCF said. The total number of serious and violent crimes committed so far this year has increased by 3%. A total of 3,446 serious and violent crimes were reported up to September 7, when compared to 3,345 incidents reported for the corresponding period in 2021. Award-winning actor Christopher Mcfarlane has died. "I am still in shock," comedian and actor Christopher Johnny Daly told the news. "I got up this morning and I heard that Chris had died. I thought it was a rumor, but it was confirmed by close friends and relatives. I am literally still trying to process the news." Broadcaster Delia Harris also tweeted, "Can't take no more Chris. She could not be reached for comment. I only heard he was in the hospital and he passed this morning. It was sudden," actor Junior Half-a-Dog Williams said. Mcfarlane has had a stellar career in local theater and film. While still a student at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, Mcfarlane was nominated for an Actor Boy Award for his performance in Dennis Scott's An Echo in the Bone. He eventually won the Actor Boy Award for Supporting Actor for his performance in Basil Dawkins' Who God Bless, and followed that with another Actor Boy Award, this time for Best Actor in a Lead Role for his outstanding work in A Tempest. Mcfarlane has held major roles in productions such as A Raisin in the Sun, Against His Will, Country Duppy, What Is Few, and for a sterling role in the play Judgment. He was nominated for Best Actor in a Lead Role for his work Inappropriate Behavior. He also landed lead roles in several Jamaican films such as Get a Life, Goathead, and Better Must Come. Herbert Morrison Tech security guard stabbed in fight with woman over dress code. A security guard at Herbert Morrison Technical High School in St. James was reportedly stabbed in his left shoulder on Friday during a fight with a woman over an alleged dress code violation. Principal Paul Adams said the woman sought to enter the school's compound to watch a football match when she was barred. He said the woman was not appropriately attired. "The school rule is that you can't wear B-Red or company plant when students are there," Adams said, noting that for the woman, too short is a kind way of describing her attire. The incident happened around 3 p.m. Two women, including the one with the alleged violation, breached the security and then attacked him with a pair of scissors, the principal alleged. Adams said the police were called in, but by the time they arrived, the woman had left the school. He said the guard was treated by a local medical doctor and sent home. Parts of the incident were captured on video, now circulating on social media. It appears students were among the witnesses. The Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force said it was not aware of the incident, which may be because it did not involve a fatality. Telephone calls to the head of the St. James Police went unanswered. During a parliamentary address this week, Education Minister Favour Williams urged the parents and the students to obey school rules. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.